dry tire.
Well, hello everybody and welcome to the finale week here in the CTC Cup Series. Season 7 come to a close tonight, but under a rain delay here at Chicagoland Speedway. It is absolutely pouring here in Joliet, Illinois, and we're going to have a delay here. In the meantime, we're going to get a word with some of our drivers sitting down there on pit road. See what we can find in chat here. Sure, all right, let's see who we got. See if we got the one who had the idea for this. Hey Jesse, it's Lucas in the booth. You got me?
I got you.
Hey man, well, sitting under the pit box here, under the umbrella, and it's actually coming down out here tonight. You think we're gonna get started anytime soon?
I sure hope so. You know, this is you know, not ideal situations tonight, but you know, there's nothing we can really do about it. I guess we're just kind of at iRacing's will here.
Absolutely. I see a lot of showers coming in. It seems like there's going to be never ending here tonight. But if we do get started, what's your plan here tonight for the race at Chicagoland?
Honestly, I don't know. Just try to stay out of trouble. You know, keep all four fenders on it. But I don't know. The track is raced very weird in testing and everything. It was very weird.
Yeah, it's a weird one. You'd think it would be just like Vegas last week, but it's pretty different. Chicagoland's definitely a different beast. Wish they would race here in real life, but it's fun to be here on the sim.
Oh yeah, definitely love this place.
Absolutely, man. Well, thanks for talking to us. Thanks for the idea for this. I guess we'll see you out there tonight.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see you out there.
Good luck.
Good. Thank you.
That was Jesse J. Jones. Sorry, we don't have the overlay up to have the names of the drivers, but give a quick check here, make sure the session's still not up. Didn't think it would be. All right, let's see who else we got here in chat. Hey, Brian Martin, it's Lucas in the booth. You got me?
Hey, what's up, man? How we doing?
Man, well, it's absolutely coming down here in Joliet. Think we're gonna get the race started anytime soon?
I hope so, man. You know, I mean, it's been the season's been great. I don't want it to be delayed any more than it already is. I mean, we got an exciting Final Four showdown. Sad I'm not in it, but I mean, you know, I think it's gonna be. I think once we do get going here, the car is gonna be feeling good, and we're gonna be putting on a show.
Absolutely, man. Had some good speed last week at Vegas, just cut short by some issues. You think you're gonna have that same speed this week, Chicagoland?
I hope so, man. I mean, we've had the speed all week, or not all week. We've had the speed all season. Just some of the results don't show what we should have had. I mean, like you said, Vegas, we just got caught up in some bad luck and tried to get back into it, and just never could. And then Homestead, we had some wheel issues and PC issues that kind of took us out. But you know, hopefully we can bounce back one more time in the Artemis Esports. We got the patriotic scheme for July 4th this weekend on the car, so you know, hopefully I can bring it back home for them one more time. It's my final race under the org, so you know, looking forward to putting on one more show, and maybe we'll come out with the win. Who knows?
Absolutely, man. It's gonna be a fun one tonight if we get started. Looking forward to seeing you out there. Good luck tonight.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Enjoy, everybody.
That was Brian Martin, 54. Remember that 54 Artemis Mustang? Seen him all season. Definitely one of the championship threats. Just had some bad luck in the final 3 races of the playoffs. We'll see if we can get a word with one of our championship 4 drivers, Nick Leo. What's going on, man?
Not too much. How you doing?
And just trying to stay dry out here. It's really coming down. Having to wait for this rain to clear up, man. Now that you got to wait, you kind of getting those nerves in there for the championship here tonight?
Yeah, a little bit. I haven't driven this track yet with this car, so I was hoping to get in the session a little early tonight and actually do some practice for the first time this season. But it's just my luck, I guess.
Yeah, well, still had some pretty good luck. Got in the championship 4, and well, it's gonna be some heavy hitters tonight. You got a stack championship 4. Gonna still be a lot of cars out there you're gonna have to fight through. You think it's gonna be a tough one?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be tough to beat Blake. He's usually pretty good at saving his tires and everything, so I don't really know how to do that at all. Like, I think I'm saving, and then he just blows by me 20 laps later. So I'm not feeling too confident tonight, but I'm just glad to be here.
Definitely, man. Well, get one final show here tonight. It's your second straight championship 4 appearance, so good luck on that. Hopefully we can see you in victory lane.
Yeah, hopefully it goes a little bit better than last year, but we'll see. I think I finished 4th last year in the final 4, so anything better than that, I'll be happy.
All right, got goals. Good luck.
Yep, thank you.
And that was Nick Leo, driver of the 69 Camaro, the Jewel Camaro. Let's get a word with another one of our championship 4. Hey Blake, it's Lucas. Staying dry out here?
Yeah, not really. The umbrella's up right now and just trying to hang around,
Definitely. Well, if we do get this race started tonight, what are you thinking? What, you gonna start up front, get a good qualifying effort? You just kind of chill for the first part of the race?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really driven the car at all, so I had no idea what's gonna happen. Once it's gonna be way different than the guys at practice anyway. The rubber's gonna be way different, so it's rain. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm hoping we're fast. I haven't talked to the crew and team all week, so showed up and hopefully it's gonna be fast.
Definitely look forward to seeing that 16 in victory lane. You gonna load up the right car tonight?
Yeah. Go back with the Mustang. I got our deal back with the Mustang, so.
Oh, okay. Ford got you. Got your back.
Yeah, they got us hooked up, but we're just trying to stay dry. Got a nice 16 on Y machine, so hoping we get this race in. I hope. I don't know what's the latest they're gonna wait to call this, but
yeah, it should be qualifying right now if it had worked. So getting pretty late already.
Yeah, it's pretty. I'd say we probably should wait till 9 o'clock, but that's just the drivers, so who knows what the people in charge got to say. Have you talked to my competitors?
Oh, yeah, we had a word with Nick Leo. He's worried that you're going to be saving tires again. So what's your response to that?
Yeah, he's probably right. It's probably going to happen. Well, have we talked to anybody else yet? Actually,
no.
Who's our championship 4?
Our championship 4 is a little bit different than we ended last week with. It is you, Nick Leo, Andrew Griesbaum, and Casey Graves in place of Michael Edwards.
Okay. So yeah, we got a tough field. Hopefully we can save tire and pass all those guys again. But I don't think we're gonna race. So I don't really know what to expect.
It's looking less and less likely that we're going to race. I didn't think it would be this long, but here we are.
If
we look at the radar here. Oh, that's a lot of rain on the way. Not good.
Well, the only good news is we have a lot of track grind equipment and usually get this thing started in 10 minutes as soon as the rain stops.
Absolutely. We have the best jet dryers in the country here in CTC Cup Series.
Yeah, and not just that. We have a great commissioner instead of NASCAR themselves. So
actually, just got word the humidity is too high. We'll be racing next week.
Well, if they do cancel, is it going to be next week?
I think it would have to be if it does get canceled tonight, but that might be up to a driver poll.
Oh. Well, what's the problem? What's broken?
The servers are absolutely pooping themselves. So official sessions hosted sessions, league sessions, none of them can launch.
Officials as well?
Yeah, people lagged out of an official session not too long ago. In the last round that started, so even if we had got this started, it probably would have just lagged us all out at some point anyway.
You mean it would have started to rain again?
Yes, precisely. Yes, it would have started pouring when we were racing.
Why don't we say, is Chad Graves in chat?
Chad Graves, Chad, yeah, it's Casey.
Oh, is Casey Graves here?
Not seeing him on pit
interview
road.
him. Anyone else down there from the championship 4 on pit road?
We can get a word with I don't see anybody. We could get a word with Quinn.
He's not giving me a job.
See what Quinn Newton's got to say. Hey Quinn, it's Lucas and Blake. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey man, well, waiting out the rain here tonight. How are we feeling about this Chicagoland race to get started?
You know, feeling all right, I suppose. A little wet out here.
It is very wet.
Just doing what we can to pass the time, you know. Some might say it's not raining, but it is indeed. It is raining.
Oh, it is pouring here at
Can't deny
Chicagoland.
it. Cannot deny it.
Looks like the Chicago street race last year.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a shame, you know, weather doesn't often strike in CTC Cup Series. We've had some good luck, but tonight is not the case.
Oh, we got where Casey Graves has joined us on pit road. What's up, Casey?
Oh, what's going on, guys?
Hey man, well, waiting out the rain here. If we ever do get this race started, what's your plan to start this race out? I know you got competitors in here, but
Try not to suck. Now, I've done a pretty good job of that this year, so maybe I'll not suck once.
well, that's a pretty good plan going into a championship race. I know you weren't planning all week on racing for that championship, and now you find yourself in that spot. And now we're having to wait an extra probably hour at this point to get this race started. So is that racking up the nerves a little bit for you?
Nah, kind of hanging out, waiting for it to start. Yeah, I got a message from you earlier today about Michael not being able to make it. I'm like, oh, well, that sucks, but I mean, if it gets postponed a week, it might work out well for him. I mean, I had the dash for cash anyways, so
That is
didn't really change a whole lot for me.
If it does get postponed, I wonder if we'll have to give a spot back. That's something I did not think about. That's
I would say we would get it back.
yeah. I'm glad you're in agreement with that. All right, and well, if we ever do get this thing started, good luck on that championship. I guess we'll see you when it starts.
All right, thank you.
Well, it's about 37 minutes past when the session was supposed to open.
Maybe it'll start at 38 minutes. You never know.
It definitely could. Yeah, we could just run this with the rain. You know how you do that? You run on NR 2003. I bet those servers are up.
I just got word that the place down the street's doing fireworks tonight, so if we could figure out when this race is gonna start.
Well, see, something I also didn't think about is the CTC administration office will be closed the entirety of next week, so no race next week.
So I think the 16 won the championship. He was the point leader coming into tonight.
We got
Well,
some
tell
big
me-
problems.
Tell me what's more American than racing for a championship on the 4th of July.
When half the championship drivers can't make it because it's the 4th of July.
Yeah, I won't be here tomorrow.
I mean, it's a Thursday. Blake, well, good, perfect. Blake ain't gonna be here, so I don't really see a problem with it.
Oh man, look at all that rain. It's just pooling here at Chicagoland Speedway.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's going on?
We'll hop in the parking lot and we'll have everybody join in.
Oh. Oh, here are the fans in the parking lot, and they're all drunk.
Yeah, let me be what's his face? Guy in NBC. Rutledge Wood. I'm gonna be Rutledge Wood. I'm here in the infield. My buddies with the kiddie pool. I love Rutledge Wood.
Oh, hey, we got one session that says it's closed. So
Oh.
we're making progress.
I'm not seeing that.
Hello, gentlemen.
Whoa.
Yeah, they.
and
One
now.
did close. Sure enough.
Oh, we might see a break in the rain.
Yeah.
We might have just enough time to get this race it.
It did also charge my account twice here, so that'll be
Oh,
something fun to figure out after the race.
No.
Does Fox need a donation?
Hey, don't call me Fox, first of all.
I was wondering if you were going to call me out on that.
Unacceptable.
Let's just put on the wet weather tires. I think we're good.
Yeah, let's see the wet weather tires make a lap here.
on normal tires.
Oh Lord.
NASCAR has called the 97 to his machine to go out there and run a lap and see what the track conditions are. We'll get
Not
back
looking
with this
good.
97 machine as soon as he gets back into the pits.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's fine
let's
to
try
me.
to get up on the track here. Okay. Oh, it's sticking. We're ready to race.
Oh, this is great.
Never
Great track.
forget, in the 1979 Daytona 500, doing pace laps to dry the track is what cost the Gray Ghost the win, and Darrell Waltrip, as it fouled the plugs in the race cars.
Have we asked the tower if they have lost the track yet?
Humidity's pretty high, guys.
Shut up. Shut up.
Oh,
Shut up.
yeah, we're ready to race for sure.
Let's go. Track's clear. We're good.
I can
damn it,
confirm that I have found the track.
Oh.
Hang on to it, Lucas.
Oh. Michael McDowell.
Keep it out of the wall.
Oh, he did.
Nice.
Oh,
It's not Michael
it's done.
McDowell.
Don't get stuck in the grass.
Jimmy Johnson over here. Oh, it is stuck.
Yeah,
Oh,
there.
no.
You know we're getting out of there.
Uh,
We're
maybe
gonna delay
don't
the race.
redline it. Maybe don't redline it.
We got to delay the race to get a car out of the infield grass. Extending this delay.
Oh man. Well, what are we looking like here? Still down. Still down.
Yeah.
Oh, they're both showing up again. Okay.
Wait, what?
Still says unavailable when I go to them.
Lost one for a moment. Now they're both showing up again.
Said I'm calling iRacing.
Yeah, hold them up.
Oh, I only see one now.
I would consider the switch to NASCAR Ignition.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
NR 2003 is not off the table.
Sounds good to me.
Are you
All right,
going to
I need-
buy it for me?
It's free.
Free, yeah.
If you have a PC, you can get it.
Yep, that's fair.
I think I have more concurrent viewers right now than I did the entirety of last week.
That's great. We'd love to see that for you. Man's using big words,
Wait a
thinking
minute.
I know what they mean.
Hold on. There might have been a discovery made.
Apparently, hosted sessions might be working still.
Yeah.
There's another league that I think both me and Jesse are in. Apparently, are doing that. They're using a hosted session right now to.
So
Get
we're going to
special
a different racetrack. I vote we run Bristol Dirt for the championship race.
Yes.
Sounds good to me.
I can't wait to die.
I
Yeah, no,
will
it's
wreck
working.
Blake if we do.
Oh no,
Bristol
it's
Dirt.
working. Yeah, yeah. Hosteds are working. Apparently.
Or we just race Friday.
And,
We're in 4 weeks. We can race in 4 weeks.
yeah. Are they back?
Like that Texas IndyCar race that was postponed like 3 months.
Yeah. Okay, I wonder if officials are working now. I'm gonna try to join an official race session. Actually, no, they'll start in like 20 seconds. Never mind. not losing I rating for that.
Why? It's just numbers.
That's fair.
Alright. Oh. Any word from the CTC administration of what's going on here?
Still under rain delay. Still under red flag.
Should I go take a shower and get ready
Probably
for
gonna have another
fireworks?
15 minutes.
Jesse, should we join the funny one right now? The hostess
I don't
session?
know. I don't know.
If we have time.
How many? We can. That'd be alright. We get back going, drop, and then come in here. I guess that works.
Sounds
Do
good.
what in here?
I'm gonna drop a deuce in here.
And then
That's
do
I'm gonna
what?
do. And then I don't know. Mirror it.
And come here?
Yeah.
Do what?
Yeah. I'm gonna take a Cleveland steamer on the Discord server. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Alright. Anyways, I'm joining the funny one.
Okay.
Yo.
Do something in the Discord if something works. To let us know.
Yes, please.
10-4. Let you know.
Thank you.
Alright, see ya.
Good luck.
Well, this is something. Not necessarily the best night for the staff.
No, it's actually a pretty bad situation we got going here.
Fireworks were calling my name. Someone says you get $150 right now. I'll go to the fireworks night race.
Hey, real quick, does anybody have a spare umbrella? Mine filled with water.
No, we're completely out, man. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
My
Alright,
team
well.
can't even afford umbrellas.
Brother, we're running out of drivers, we're running out of umbrellas, this is crazy. Ford Garage is getting a little sparse.
We I mean, we don't even have snacks in the room, like in the green room here, you know, on the bus.
Brother.
Can't afford snacks, can't afford umbrellas. It's rough over here.
All right, I told the firework guys on the street. I'll let them know by 9 o'clock. I'm going to fireworks. Post race plans, you know.
You mean pre-race plans at this point?
Right.
Yeah, there we go.
Because I heard from an admin team, the admin team for CTC is they're waiting until 9 o'clock. You're ready to sit.
Yeah, I don't think that was officially said. But...
I don't know, man. I'm just curious to see what happens. I mean, we could all just go individually rain race and just collect our times. Winner take all.
Everybody starts all at once in a test drive, whoever finishes 133 laps first.
Pretty much. It's a lot of POVs, though. Hey, NASCAR's eventually going to get wet weather tires in iRacing. It's going to happen.
Oh,
We're going to get it.
That season we'll have only wet weather races.
I don't know if I'll be there for that season. I'm not going to lie. I'll do New Hampshire. That's it. I'll mimic New Hampshire. Fine. Whatever. Oh, man. How's the Chevy camp over there, Blake? You
I want to go to
gotta-
fireworks.
Okay.
That's what I want to go do.
Okay, he's not following the lore me and Quinn have put out. Got it.
I'm in the Mustang, so
Oh, you are in the Mustang?
yeah, we got our deal back with Ford.
Man, we can't get shit in the Ford camp. God damn. Oh, man.
These fuckers.
I see that 97 on pit road's got he's a Camry. How's it over in the Toyota garage?
Oh, they're freaking out. All the electronics on the Toyotas are frying right now.
Wait, but I thought it was Japanese technology. I thought they can't fry. Wait. So you're telling me Japanese tech is a lie?
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
I'm glad I didn't join the Toyota camp. That's for damn sure. Oy. I gotta say though, Lucas, you were fast in Nashville, bro. I saw you in a practice session. You were 4/10 quicker than the next guy.
Oh yeah, I got wrecked by what's his face? I think Graham Bolin. That's who it was.
Ooh. Yeah, I watched your lines and took a little bit of it through the race, and then literally got wrecked out lap 10. The guy thought, dive bomb work.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on in Nashville.
I thought Nashville would have been one of the cleaner races, you know? Like, I had Patrick in my lobby, and we drove through the field. It was a great race besides getting dive bombed. Hell, even NIS was bad.
Really gonna wait 30 minutes for that shit not to come back out.
I mean, just because you have something to do doesn't mean we do.
I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna go.
Okay, we'll see you later.
I think it's a good idea.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my odds. There's no way it goes up.
No,
All
I
right,
hope
so
it does.
if one Artemis driver doesn't make the playoff field, that means I make the field, right? Hey, I'll fight for the championship. I got us. I'll carry. I got you.
And then I also don't understand the not shorten it at 33. Everyone's committed to be done at 11:30.
Yeah, no, a lot of people have to work tomorrow.
I thought there'd be more votes for that, but yeah, it is the
Me
4th
too.
tomorrow. Everybody's off. Mostly.
Wait, nobody wants to race tomorrow?
No, they don't want to do that either.
So your races did close out.
Yeah, I see that. They didn't even refund me for it, so I hope their payments are working when it comes back.
You know what you should do? Pay for another one. And see if that works.
I think. Oh my god. I think Friday would be perfect, honestly.
Looks like hosteds are working.
Ooh. Wait a minute. Ooh.
One of the sessions is showing up again. Not sure if it wants to start or not.
Ooh,
I don't see that.
I see myself going insane if we can't race.
Okay. We will be doing some racing tonight. Session is going up right now. Wow, that track dried very quickly. Oh man. It is hosted with restricted to league members only, so we should be okay. Could be, I think. Everybody's league members so far, so I think that we're good. I don't understand why hosted sessions are working, but league sessions, not a single one is working. It doesn't make sense to me. They're both the same thing, but whatever. Oh, they're
Sorry,
wrecking.
Cody. Did not mean to do that. I'm sorry.
You're all good, dude. No worries.
I did the exact same thing. I'm so sorry. Man.
Sorry, Dave. I absolutely just forgot how to drive the car. I'll fix it.
Carson, did you make 10 speed?
Very much.
Ooh, Harry, I think if you and me are going to be side by side tonight, it's going to be a fun night.
Isn't it like 3 in the morning for you, Harry?
2:25. Not far.
How do you feel?
I woke up at 5 p.m.
pitting in, pitting in.
Damn, that's a tough pit road.
Glad I'm not the only one struggling with that pit entry.
Pitting in.
I missed the pit road too, and I took my frustration.
There's like no markings in terms of, so it's impossible to try to like get a marker. Lucas, I'm screwing. I just hit a wall without a safer barrier.
Sorry. No, it's my bad. I ran you up too high.
Ow.
Alrighty, practice starting to wind down here at Chicagoland. Blake Ingley on top of the board, no surprise there. Casey Graves, late entry into the championship 4, he finds himself second in practice, so pretty fast out there for the 0-1 team. Andrew Griesbaum down there, almost inside the top 10 in practice. He looks like he has some speed as well. Times are going to be a little skewed in practice, just with the draft being a thing. Not everybody's going to be running the same kind of laps at the same speed. You know, you don't really know what race pace is going to be like until you get in the race. Probably the latest race we've ever had in this series is about to take place. And it happens to be one of the longest races of the season at 200 miles. 50 miles short of that Charlotte race we had earlier in the season. We're going to be starting about an hour and 10 minutes past when we should have. That means these guys are going to be up a lot later than they normally would be. Now, with the holiday being tomorrow, I'm sure not a lot of them are worried about getting to bed late, but I know not everybody gets the 4th off.
Making me sad.
So, I'm sure some of these guys struggling tonight. Still got 25 cars out there so far.
I get
so
that
like
a lot.
24 technically. Still a lot of drivers showing up even though we're pretty late into the night.
I'm dead. I'm very dead.
The toughest announcements I think we're going to have to make.
And a minute and a half left in practice. We'll get to qualifying. Right on board with some of these drivers as they make their laps. See, what do we got out there right now? Watch on board with Brooke Mullins for his last 2 practice laps he's going to run. Oh, he's going to do a pit entry here. A little view at a pit entry at Chicagoland. Oh, a little squirrely right there. That looks like he might have sped a little bit. Stops on his box. Not sure if he got one or not. All right, practice gonna close up here and we'll get to our qualifying session. Okay. Qualifying now underway. 5 minutes, put in 2 laps. See who gets out there first. Patrick O'Keefe on the ball, already up and away, 10 seconds in. Right on board with him for his laps. A little squirrely off turn 2. From that high line on lap 1. Lap 2 is where your speed is going to be. And across the line after lap number 1, O'Keefe, Watkins Glen winner, goes to 30.74, top of the board as he gets the first time in. And the bottom, 1 and 2 on his second lap. Sorry, that was really loud. That's not how loud I wanted it to be. And Wolves on the bottom once again in 3 and 4. Honestly, I think that top lane is where you're going to want to be, but we'll see what kind of lap he puts in here. Casey Graves does go to the top of the board, but lap 2 for Patrick O'Keefe. 30.56. Pretty good lap there for Patrick. Who else we got out on track? Christopher Melton crosses. His second lap is a 30.86. Improves by 1,000th. Aiden Lowe goes to 3rd. O'Keefe holding on to that pole position. We rode on board with him for all 2 laps. Not too often that happens. Usually the pole sitter's one we didn't even look at. Brian Martin goes to 2nd, 30.58. Several poles this season for Brian Martin. Kobe Stidham goes to the top of the board, 30.55.5. Beats O'Keefe by 11 thousandths of a second. Blake Giglio off turn 4, back in the Mustang this week. 30.56. He goes to 3rd behind Stidham and O'Keefe. Stidham, we're going to have a few wrong numbers this week, so I apologize for that. iRacing dropped the ball, as I'm sure you guys have been watching, and we did not, we're not able to load into our normal league session, so a normal hosted session tonight. Some of these guys didn't have their numbers set for the hosted, which I don't blame them. They weren't expecting that tonight, so you'll have to bear with us. Some of the cars will have the wrong numbers, but they should still correspond to the right number on the left side on the tower. So if you're confused who's who, I guess just try to remember whose paint scheme is whose, because some people have the wrong custom number on. Qualifying looks like going to finish up here. Kobe Stidham looks to get his first pole of the season. Nice job there by Kobe. So our championship 4 drivers pretty spread out in the qualifying. You got Giglio in 3rd, Griesbaum in 5th. A pretty good qualifying average from those two. And then you got Casey Graves, one of our fastest in practice. He's down there in 13th. Nick Leo as well down there in 15th. So that's what I talked about at the end of practice. You know, some of those guys that looked fast in practice are not going to show up with qualifying speed, but could mean they still have good race pace. So we'll see how that works out for them. But it's going to be a challenge. They're going to have to come from the back part of the field. Meanwhile, Giglio and Griesbaum are going to have the bonus of track position, and that can be vital when it comes to a race like this. That's going to do it for qualifying. Kobe Stidham gets the pole. And we'll jump downstairs for our grid right now. All right, Kobe Stidham on the pole, 30.555 for Stidham. First pole of the season for him, I'm pretty sure. So nice job by Kobe. Patrick O'Keefe rode on board with him in qualifying, ran himself up to a 2nd place finish in qualifying. Blake Giglio going to start in 3rd tonight, the first of our championship 4 drivers. Brian Martin going to be starting 4th. Andrew Griesbaum, our 2nd championship 4 driver in terms of qualifying. Then Dave Hoytsman, a pretty good qualifying effort for Dave. Happy to see my dad up there in the front 3 rows. Jesse J. Jones going to start 7th tonight. Hayden Lowell going to start in 8th. Moving on through our grid, we got Ian Montrose in 9th. We got Ronnie Holmes in 10th. Cliff Mullins in 11th. Harry Grindell in 12th. Make sure we can hear driver chat there. Casey Graves, 13th, our 3rd championship 4 driver. Daniel Llewellyn in 14th. Nick Leo, 15th, our final 4 driver. Christopher Melton in 16th. That's trouble. Sorry about that. 17th, Ethan Evers. Quinn Newton, 18th. Garrett Boyd, 19th. Cody Gleaver in 20th. Dalton Hayes, 21st. Carson Bechtel, 22nd. John Neckrich, 23rd. And Andrew Beach in 24th, running out our 24-car field here tonight. Excited to see race tonight here at Chicagoland. It's going to be a fun one. I absolutely love this track. We were at Vegas last week. Pretty similar to Chicagoland, but different in a lot of ways. Chicagoland is tougher to drive. Got a lot more lanes. It's pretty much better in every way. And we'll see that tonight, I'm sure. Hopefully not in a wreck fest. Ain't that much needed clean race for these 1.5 miles. We've had a good run here. And we'd love to finish out Season 7 with a nice long green flag race. Here we go. Pace car going to pull off. And we will finish out Season 7. One final initial start. Green flag in the air. Kobe Stidham leads us through the green. Patrick O'Keefe leads lap number 1. Stidham got past there, coming out of 2. Brian Martin and O'Keefe get by. Hayden Wall now trying to get by Stidham as well. Stidham up there in the 36 on track, 1 car on the tower. That tire noise is atrocious, so I'm sorry about that. We're gonna get that fixed right now. That'd be wind noise actually outside. This is not a great start to this race. There we go, that's much better. Brian Martin, gonna lead lap 3. A lot of battling going on toward the mid-pack. Giglio still in that championship lead. Griesbaum falling a ton of spots. He gets cycled back to 11th. Brian Martin pulling out to a lead, 3/10 over O'Keefe. Stidham might finds himself back up in 3rd. Blake Giglio gets up to 5th now. 4 wide. Griesbaum on the bottom. They're back to 3 now. That was scary. Harry Grindell, season 5 champion, drives around the outside. Had an unfortunate run in the playoffs. A lot of mechanical issues for that 70. Probably should have been one of our championship 4, but just couldn't find the luck. But he's going to have a final good showing here in Season 7. Try to have a good championship race. Finally was able to make the start of a race on time. And he's doing pretty good with it right now. Finds himself up in the top 10 already. Oh, Jones had a bit of a bobble right there. As up front, Stidham gonna lose a spot to Hayden Lowell. Those two have been battling pretty fiercely since the start of this race. Off the nose of Casey Graves. He's up into the top 10 now. Only 5 spots away from that 16 to Giglio. Oh, caught the apron a little bit right there. 23 goes back around him. Nick Leo, one of our championship 4 drivers, not last in the championship right now. Griesbaum has fallen back a ways. Not sure if he's saving tire or if he's getting swallowed up. But he finds himself back in 18th now. Definitely not how he wanted to start this race, I'm sure. Same with Nick Leo. I'm sure that rain delay, quote unquote, has messed with these drivers' psyche a little bit. Took Nick a while to get in the session. He's dealing with other stuff, I'm sure. Wasn't planning on being in the session for this long. But he's making his way up now. He actually goes by Casey Graves right there. Casey's on his way back now. That high line seems to be very strong early on, but it's going to eat your tires up, I'm sure. As we check up on our track temp, if I can here, weather, there it is, 103. Not too bad. Nothing like we had last week. About 135 last week at the peak track temperature, but 100 degrees still hot. You're still going to have to manage your tires a little bit. Just not quite as much as we did last week in Vegas. Back up to the leaders. Brian Martin still out front. I think this is the most laps he's led in a race all season. 12 straight laps. I could be wrong about that, but he's definitely led laps this season. But he's led pretty much all of the laps since the drop of the green so far. Hayden Wall seems to be pushing pretty early. These guys can make about 45 laps on a tank of fuel. Caution's out. Massive wreck on the front stretch. They're still wrecking. Cliff Mullins involved. Who is that? Ethan Evers, I think that's involved. Casey Graves with a blown engine. Hopefully can make it back around the pit road. Looks like he still has a left front so he can steer it, but that is so unfortunate. What happened? Take a look. Gonna be off of turn 4, I think. '23 gets up into the 55 and collects the 01. And a couple other cars, it looks like. 37, I know, gets in there. One more look at it. Looking up here at the 23 car. You can see either the 23 comes up or the 55 comes down. You guys can talk amongst yourselves about that. I'm not going to pin a blame in the moment. That's definitely not what you want to do. But either way, those two come together, collects the 49, 37, 55. Whole bunch of cars caught up in that one. Under our first caution of the night. That's, I'm sure, going to bring some cars down pit road. Hayden Lowell leads him down. Brian Martin and Ronnie Holmes stay out. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good assumption. Wow, the great focus on that camera. Daniel Llewellyn wins the race off pit road as he doesn't take tires. Not a terrible call. 14 laps is not that many laps on this next gen tire. All right, so I think the 54 just blinked out. Oh, his wheel disconnected per the voice chat. Let's see what happened there. You see the 54 wheel disconnects, car goes dead straight up the track. Nothing he can do. Luckily, I think everybody avoided damage, so should get out of this okay. All right, so 54, 57 stayed out. Everybody else came down pit road, but the 23 did not take tires, so he is in the same boat as the front two. Everybody else, it looks like, took tires, except for Carson Bechtel, who I just made a quick pit stop, didn't even take fuel. I'm not sure. I think that might be on my end. Casey Graves, he took the fast repair, but did not take tires, just took fuel, so he's going to save a set of tires. But we're going to go green right here. Brian Martin leads us back to the green. Green flag back in the air. Three wide already into turn one. Oh man, Montrose looking to the inside. Three wide into turn three now. Oh man, they're close. 23 and 99. I'm sorry, he's the 8 in this section. Montrose and Llewellyn. Now they're almost 4 wide. 36. Leo and Stidham get together. Oh, they're blocking up front now. Lowell all the way to the bottom in front of Giglio. Brian Martin trying to hold off the guys on tires. O'Keefe is the first car on 4 tires, and he's down to the outside of 54, and I think that's all she wrote for Brian. There you see the tire difference. Definitely playing a factor. Close on exit between the 56 and 54. It's like Garrett Boyd. Something might have happened to him. He's off track. It looks like he dropped due to an internet or connection issue, not sure. Have to keep an eye on that. Aiden Lowell now in the lead. He gets by O'Keefe. Ryan Martin now back in the 5th. Not falling as fast as I thought he would, but as these tires heat up, those older tires are going to show themselves in a bad way. Giglio in the championship lead right now, but only by a spot. Nick Leo hot on his tail. About 4/10 back from Giglio. Casey Graves after the accident. Unfortunate bystander in that. He's back in 19th right now. He's got a long way to go. Now the battle for the lead, O'Keefe and Lowell. The 92 with a slight blink. O'Keefe gonna hold on to the lead now. Quinn Newton got a train of cars behind him. It looks like a battle for the lead right here, but they're about a second off the rest of the field. Look off the nose of Quinn Newton there in 7th. The top 6 are starting to drive away from the rest of them. Off the back bumper of Stidham. They're battling for the lead again. Nick Leo finds himself in 3rd now, leading the championship. Forgot to mention at the start of the broadcast, I'm sure everybody figured it out, but all 4 Championship 4 drivers are highlighted with a line underneath their name on the tower. So Leo, Giglio, Griesbaum, and Graves, all in Championship 4. Go back to our paging tower there. Casey Graves back in 23rd, saving some tire possibly, maybe taking it easy, I'm not sure. Patrick O'Keefe, 10 laps into this run since he has pit. Still running some great lap times. Seems like 7th on back, starting to reel the rest of the pack in once again with help from that one car. Top 5 still starting to drive away though. All of them battling with each other. Looks like Blake's the only one taking it easy on his tires. So those two cars that did not come down pit road. 18th, Ronnie Holmes has not pit yet this race for tires, and neither has Brian Martin. He finds himself in 21st. So that is the problem with staying out. If we kept getting cautions, it definitely would have worked out for him, but this is what he's looking at now. Along with Daniel Llewellyn, also did not take tires on the stop. He's in 19th. Casey Graves, I forgot to mention it, he also didn't take tires, so that's why he is back in 22nd with those guys. 18th on back, all did not take tires, and they have significantly fallen off the rest of the field. Battle for the lead is on again. These guys will not give it up. These two not in the championship four, so they're just going to battle it out. Hayden Lowell just doors him into the grass. Wow, okay. And significant damage to the right front of the 92. Quick replay. He just drives straight down in the 92. And yeah, that's some significant damage on the 92. 56 just thought he was clear. That's on the radio. He just thought he was clear of the 92 and tried to come down in front of him, but oh no! That time the 69 got into the 56, but man, Hayden Lowell not making any friends right now. For second, Blake Iglio to the top, Nick Leo in the middle, Harry Rundell on the bottom. Oh man, the 16 way out of shape. Somehow they save it. Now Blake Iglio up to second. Nick Leo looks like struggling with the handling on that 69. Quinn Newton, who we just talked about, was about a second off the top six. He's now in 5th, running down the rest of the leaders. He's got some speed in that 88. Daddy Dave Hoytsma with the Patriotic 97. It is the 3rd of July. Surprised that I'm not seeing more patriotic paint schemes out here. We did have our Memorial Race weekend race earlier in the season, but being so close to the 4th, I'm surprised there's not a lot more, but Eddie Dave showing his red, white, and blue here tonight in honor of Independence Day. Patrick O'Keefe falling all the way back to 15th with that damage now. So that really killed his race. He's going to be hoping for a caution here soon. Fix that damage and have a chance to get back up there. That is... I would be livid right now. I mean, that's... It could be a race ender if nothing changes. Back up to our leaders. Battle for 3rd. Nick Leo trying to hold off Harry Rundell. Or get by him, I think, actually, and he will. It's up to 3rd. Now he's got his competition. Blake Iglio back up in front of him. Blake slowly reeling in the 56 of Hayden Lowell. Griesbaum and Stidham. Looks like a battle for 7th. Griesbaum would come out on top. Carson Bechtel actually gets by Quinn Newton. He finds himself in a top 5 position. Saw him really fast last week in Las Vegas. Had a lot of speed in that 59. Let's see what he can do this week. Bechtel right on the back bumper of Grundel. Try to drive to the outside here, see if he can generate a run off to turn 4. He does. Where does he go with it? He's going to keep pushing the 70, so he's going to try to work with him, stay in that draft. Smart move there. If you just side draft the guy in front of you back, you're both going to lose time. And they are right on the bubble of losing that draft. Now Quinn Newton trying to hold off 78 at Griesbaum, normally the 68. And Griesbaum does get by, slowly making his way back up into the championship fight. Nick Leo right on the back bumper of Blake Giglio, 25 laps into this run now, so they're going to start pushing those tires. Now's the time to do it. No more saving. You only got about 20 laps left in this green flag run. That's if you're going to push your tank all the way out. I doubt these guys do. That's not the optimal pit strategy if the race goes green. Nick, last season, tried a different pit strategy to try to beat Blake Giglio at Charlotte in the championship race. Found himself right behind the 16 last season as well. Just couldn't get there. Blake was able to hold on. Long runs are Blake's friend. As you see, Hayden Lowell gets loose, gives the top to Blake Giglio. Wasn't trying to do that, I'm sure. Middle of saving the car, Blake stuck his nose up there, and he's going to take over first. And that's huge, because now Nick Leo has to get by the 56. He does get to the outside. Hayden didn't put up much of a fight. He knows there's a championship battle going on here. Nick Leo gets super tight. Almost got in the wall. He had to get out of the gas. That's going to give the spot back to Hayden. But yeah, as I was saying before that happened, Blake loves the long runs. Get a caution fest. He doesn't really know what to do with the pit strategy, but if you leave it in his hands, if you let him just drive the race car, he's usually going to come out on top, and that's what we're seeing right now. Saved tire for the first 15-20 laps of this run, and now he's starting to drive away. Meanwhile, Nick Leo still trying to find a way around Hayden Lowell. And Griesbaum, Harry Grundel battle for 5th. Griesbaum still making his way up to those leaders. Running faster lap times than Blake Giglio at the moment. See if he can keep up that speed. Like I said, probably another 10-15 laps left in the fuel tank for these guys, so he's got time. If he's still got that long run speed 10 laps from now, he should be up there. We'll just have to see how long these guys decide to stay out. Somebody says they're pitting on driver chat. Blake's starting to pull away from Hayden and Nick. So we have been streaming for an hour and 50 minutes. Thanks to everybody who's stuck around. We got a long way to go in this race still. It's going to be a long night. But it's been really good racing so far, so make sure to keep on as long as you can. Stay in here. Watch the end of this thing. I'm sure it's going to be good. Blake doesn't seem to be driving away like he normally does. Oh, Nick Leo catches the wall again. His tires are done, and now Griesbaum looks to get around him. Move up into second in the championship. Now, a weird little thing with this championship 4. It's not like real life NASCAR. It's very close, very similar in terms of this race, but whoever earns the most points in this race is crowned the champion. It's not who finishes ahead of who. If you win the race, there's no way somebody could get ahead of you. That is an instant championship win if you win the race, but if you finish, let's say, 4th, and then the guy behind you finishes 6th, but he led the most laps and led a lap, which is an extra 10 points, that means he's going to jump you in points, even if you finish 2 spots ahead of him, or 1 spot. So it's not just an immediate whoever's ahead is the champion. You either got to win the race or make sure you get enough points to beat those guys that you're competing against. Right now, Blake, if he wins, I mean, he's easily got it. He's obviously, if you win, you lead a lap, and then he's on his way to leading the most laps if he stays up there like this. Griesbaum mounted a charge, got slightly held up by Leo and Grindel. That cost him some time, but he's in 4th now. He's got the track position. Nick Leo as well in a good spot. Casey Graves just came down pit road. He's going to go 2 laps down for the moment. Should get this lap back pretty quickly, go back to 1 lap down, and then once those guys pit, should be back on the lead lap, if not close. As long as the caution doesn't come out right now, he's okay. He does want a caution at some point this race, just not right now. Well, Carson Bechtel making a charge to the front. He's up in 3rd now, looking to get around Hayden Lowell. And Griesbaum, his lap time's also still pretty fast, but he has lost the draft now. And about a second behind 3rd place. He's got a lot of work to do. Field really spread out now. Brian Martin came down pit road this last time by. Ronnie Holmes came down 4 laps ago. Casey Graves, obviously, we saw him come down. Cliff Mullins coming off pit road right now. Ethan Evers rolling off pit road. Carson Bechtel trying to go around Hayden Wall. Quinn Newton comes down. Dave Hoytsma comes down. Patrick O'Keefe as well. Bechtel still trying to get past Hayden Wall. Oh, he might be doing a little shifting. Might have been an audio glitch. No? That might be a little fuel saving there for the 59. We'll have to keep an eye on that. I've never seen somebody shift entering the corner. Doing an upshift coming into the corner. Usually it's a downshift entering, upshift exiting, but I don't know. That could be some fuel saving. Getting rid of some RPM, trying to save that fuel. We'll see. He is riding right behind that 56, so definitely could be saving that fuel. Meanwhile, have some more cars coming down pit road. Had John Neckrich come down this time. Just had Andrew Griesbaum come down. It's one of our championship 4. Also had Jesse J. Jones. He comes down pit road. Like the top 12 still out on track. As Nick Leo comes down. Nick Leo on pit road. I think he had a issue the last time by. He had a 38-second lap time, so something definitely happened with the 69. He lost about 6 seconds on the rest of the field. I think Bechtel's saving fuel to make sure he doesn't have to take extra on the pit stop, because if you take, I think, more than 18 gallons, it adds a second or two to your pit stop, which is huge. So that could be what the 59's doing right now, which is pretty smart. If he can cut out that extra time, it's going to be really useful for him, because they should have probably 6 or 7 laps left in the tank, plus or minus 3. Depending on what they've been doing this run. Cliff Mullins gets a lap back. He's back to 1 lap down. See him there in front of Lake Giglio. He's one of our early pitters, so that's why he is so far back. Assuming the top 11 pit without a caution coming out, everybody should cycle back to the lead lap with no issue. I think Griesbaum, assuming this race goes green, he's on the right strategy right now. He pit on time. These guys that are running it out, they're going to be throwing a major late pit, but if a caution comes out, it's going to be a lot better for them than it is for the 78 right here. He's making up probably a second and a half per lap with these fresh tires. So assuming the caution doesn't come out at all, and we go green at the end of this thing, he is in the catbird seat right now. Carson Bechtel comes down from 3rd. He drops the jack and goes. We know he didn't have to take extra fuel, and he does. That's what I figured he was doing. You can see the difference. Griesbaum put about 4.5 seconds, maybe 5.2 seconds on the 59 of Bechtel, who stayed out 7 laps later than him, which is less than I thought, but it is still pretty significant. Okay, now that it's cycled out, it's about 5.5 seconds, which is quite a bit of time. Ian Montrose says he's coming down right here. Hayden Lowell came down pit road, 2nd place. Dalton Hayes also comes down. Andrew Beach came down. Christopher Melton rolling into his box. Blake Giglio comes down right here. Make sure Blake gets a clean stop. No pit road penalties yet. That's surprising. Kobe Stidham comes down. It looks like these guys are going to make about 47 laps on a tank. Grindell stays out another lap. Same with Cody Cleaver. In the 29 Goodwrench car. But Stidham comes down now on lap 48. And that just leaves the top 2, Grindell and Cleaver, have yet to pit. Sounds like Cleaver's coming down, and I'm sure Grindell will come with him. Grindell does stay out another lap. Cody Cleaver makes it to pit road clean. And that leaves 1 car that has yet to pit on track, and that is the 70 of Grindell. And he is definitely going to have to come this time. There's no fuel left in that 70s tank. I would think, unless he pulls a Joey Logano on me. Here he comes. Perry Nardell down pit road, and that means everybody has cycled out. Oh, he locked him up on entry right there. It was clean. No speeding penalty. Alright, Andrew Griesbaum cycles to the lead. No surprise there. He was the highest up and pit the earliest amongst those guys, so he will cycle out to the lead, and he has 1.3 seconds on Quinn Newton. About 3 seconds on Dave Hoytsma, who cycled out to third, I'm sorry, as Grindel falls down the running order. He's going to roll off pit road. 4 fresh Goodyears for the 78 Grindel. And the whole field's going to go by him. He stayed out a long time. That's what happens when you stay out on old tires. But he's going to have new tires to drive up through the field now, so should it balance out, he should probably work out to somewhere in the top 10 by the end of this run. Not as high as he was, but worth the chance of getting a caution and cycling out to the lead for sure. And Blake Giglio, he fell all the way back to 9th. And I said this at Charlotte, you know, I thought there was no way the late pit was going to work for him. I'm not even going to say anything about it this week, because he does have 9 lap fresher tires than Griesbaum. He easily, no, not easily. Thought he was going to easily go by Nick Leo there, but Nick's putting up a fight. Hayden Lowell had a phenomenal pit stop. I think that was one of the fastest amongst everybody on track, and he's going to cycle out to 6th. Got some of the newest tires on track. He's got the best shot at catching that 78. But I still hold strong. I think Griesbaum is on the best pit strategy right now. There are a crap ton of fireworks going off outside, so I apologize if that's coming through the microphone. I think my noise suppression is doing a good job of it, but if you do hear some booms in the background, it is the 3rd of July. And we love to shoot our bombs off here in America. Dalton Hayes right there, trying to get one of his laps back. He might have spat. I don't know. He lost a lot of time. Doesn't look like it. So I'm not sure what happened to Dalton, but he does find himself 2 laps down. Llewellyn is also right there. He's trying to get back on the lead lap. I'm interested to see when Griesbaum decides to come down. I think he pit about 40 laps into that run, maybe a little bit earlier than that. Maybe about 36, 37. So that should mean he's going to pit in about 12, 13 laps, something like that. Maybe upwards of 15. I don't see him pushing it much farther than that. Of Llewellyn still trying to get his lap back. Giglio's starting to reel those leaders in. Now that the tires have heated up, there's definitely going to be a difference. The leaders, I'm sure, are going to start to fall off that cliff. But Hayden Lowell has made up a ton of time now. 5.5 seconds behind Griesbaum. Giglio has been saving tire, which I don't think is a bad strategy. That's what you should be doing in this situation. I'm interested to see these guys that ran their fuel tanks out. Might be worth trying running this one out as well, and then coming down and taking 2 tires and less fuel on the stop after that. 2 tires are very good in the next gen cars, so it's worth a shot. I'm interested to see if anybody tries it. Giglio, maybe we'll try to take the challenge of doing that. I don't know. There is prize money on the line for the champion, so we might be try-hard in trying to get that. Somebody was on the wall right there. Well, now broken. Oh man, I can't speak. It's been a long night. Well past 2 hours into this thing now. That rain delay was fierce. I feel like Rick Allen. I think we've had 1 caution so far. Had some drivers caught in that. One of our Championship 4 drivers got caught in that, the 01 of Casey Graves. He's been desperately hoping for another caution since that incident. Which I think we had 2. We had 2 cautions. We had one to start the race, 14 laps in. I think we had another one right after that. I can't remember. Like I said, been a long night. It's been a clean race, let's just say that. We've had a green flag pit stop already. Now we're about 25 laps into this run. So we've probably been going for about 70, 75 laps since the drop of the final green on the restart. No, 65, sorry. 75 laps into the race, about 60 since the drop of the green on that last restart. Man. About 10 laps past halfway. Hayden Lowell finds himself up to 3rd now as he gets by Quinn Newton. Same with Bechtel. Bechtel's in a really good spot. I didn't talk about him at all. He put 2 laps before Hayden did. So his tires aren't much worse than Hayden's are, and he's ahead of him. He's got that track position, and those 2 are both running down Griesbaum at about a half a second per lap. Last lap times on the tower, you can see it for yourself. 78 is in trouble right now. Those lap times have really fallen off a cliff, and he's probably got another 10 laps to go in this run. And if you do the math on that, I mean, those guys behind him are going to catch him about 5. So he's in a heap of trouble right now. Look back at Blake Giglio. He's running 0.2 faster than 2nd and 3rd. He looks to be about the fastest on track right now. That time it was 0.7. So Griesbaum, his days are numbered in the lead. Giglio, he's still pretty far behind Bechtel and Lowell. It's going to take him some time to catch up to those guys. His tires are not much newer than theirs. I think he will do it eventually. But it's not going to be like what he did at Charlotte. It's going to take some time here to do it. As funny enough, it was Bechtel that he took that win away from at Charlotte. Bechtel led the race up until the closing laps when Blake Giglio drove around him with newer tires. Absolute heartbreaker at Charlotte. He's looking for some redemption tonight. As he's rolling up, he should have the lead here in about a lap or 2. As that leader, Griesbaum's still dealing with the 23 on his bumper. He's not close or anything. I don't think he's messing with him, but it's probably making it hard to see those guys behind him. I'm sure the 23 would love to get his lap back right now. He's just about the same pace as our leader. Not much he can do. And there is Bechtel. Should be able to get there this lap. Bechtel now. We'll see if he goes to the bottom or the top. Griesbaum goes to the bottom to block it. Not in time. Carson Bechtel goes to the lead easily. Now he's going to try to drive away from Lowell and Giglio. Drivers want to caution badly. They've been driving for a while now. Bechtel out front, Giglio. Giglio is pretty fast right now. Bringing up our last lap times again. About a tenth and a half faster than Bechtel, so nothing crazy. But we got a lot of time left in this run, so Giglio is making up a lot of time. He saved those tires well. Cross the line again, 0.3 faster. Griesbaum now back in 4th. He's going to try to hold on now until that next pit stop. Cliff Mullins goes back 1 lap down. Giglio gets up into 3rd, right behind Hayden Lowell now. Definitely only a matter of time until he gets behind and around the 56. But I think the 59 is going to be a different story for Blake. Those two are pretty close in lap times, and Carson's going to do everything in his power to keep him behind him as long as he can. Try to use Blake's tires up, try to maintain that gap until the next time they pit. Sorry, 8 of Ian Montrose on pit road. 57 Ronnie Holmes also comes down. Pop Tarts Chevy Camaro. Giglio does get by Hayden Lowell. Starting to reel in that 59. Remember, a 3-lap difference on their tires. That's pretty surprising to me because Hayden Lowell had newer tires than Bechtel, but we saw at Vegas and a few other tracks, Bechtel does know how to go and save those tires on that long run. Not quite as well as Giglio apparently. I mean, he did pit earlier, so that has something to do with it, but I think he's got a good shot at holding off that 16 right now. The lap times are starting to get close again, and their pit stops are starting to get close again. We've got 44 laps to go in this race, coming to 43. That means we're inside the fuel window. As Cody Cleaver comes down, Casey Graves also comes down. Dave Hoitzma comes down pit road, as well as Quinn Newton, 2 LH Motorsports drivers. John Neckrich comes down pit road behind them. But everybody else still on track right now. Varying pit strategies going on. Still no speeding penalties or pit exit penalties or anything of the sorts. That is very impressive from these guys. Usually there's at least one that happens when you have this many green flag pit stops. Giglio is on the back bumper of Bechtel. What can Carson Bechtel do to hold him off? Giglio to the bottom in 3 and 4, and he's going to clear him. That did not take long. I'm surprised he made the move that well, that quickly. I don't think Carson Bechtel expected him to pass him in one corner either. He tried to hold that top lane, and the bottom was just too good in 3 and 4. Don't count him out yet. He's on his back bumper. I think the battle for the win is going to be between these two. They both got pretty similar speed on that long run. What Carson Bechtel has to do now is he's got to pit with Giglio. I think he's got the better long run speed. It's going to be a battle of who can save the most tire if these two pit together. I don't think you want to short pit him again. Obviously, it didn't work out the last time. He lost the lead. I think you bide your time here. Pit at the same time as the 16 or around the same time and try to work it out that way. But I'm not going to backseat driver for Bechtel. I think he has got this figured out. We'll see what he decides to do. Meanwhile, Hayden Lowell, he is falling off. He is now 2.5 seconds behind those two. Harry Grindell 6 seconds behind Hayden Lowell. Got a few pit stops, I think. Andrew Griesbaum, one of our Championship 4, rolls off pit road right there. So he's going to pit with 38 laps to go. Looks like we had Hayden Lowe come down right there. Nick Leo also comes down, Championship 4 driver. And I think these Championship 4 drivers are going to need a caution at this point. They've fallen off too far, especially Casey Graves. He is in desperate need of a yellow to reset this field. Not right now. Again, he does not want a caution right now. He's a lap down due to pitting slightly earlier than these guys. I think that's a fine call. You either stay out late or you pit in early when you're this far back looking for track position. You never want to go on time. You don't get anything done doing that. So I like the call for the short pit. When everybody cycles out, he's going to be higher up than he was. And hopefully he can get a caution right after everybody else pits. That's going to be his saving grace right now. Andrew Griesbaum also looking for that same thing. He's looking for everybody to cycle out, get back to the lead, and then a caution comes out, and then he would be in the lead. And Nick Leo, I mean, he's doing the same thing right now. I figured he would have come down around the same time as Giglio and them, but he's going to try the short pit. And Giglio once again going to go on the late pit strategy. Bechtel still hanging with him. Doing a great job. Oh, 59. Real loose there off 4. Giglio tagged the wall. Giglio is going to come down pit road this time. Bechtel should come with him. No, he stays out another lap. Not a bad call. Not a bad call at all. I think the 55 might have missed pit road right there. I think that was the 55, yeah. trying to find him. Can't find his name on the list. There he is, the 55 of Jesse J. Jones. I think he missed his pit box. Yeah, I think he missed pit road right there. He had to go around again. That's going to cost him some time. Not as bad as a pit penalty would be. And there you see Carson Bechtel comes down. Harry Rendell going to stay on another lap. Giglio coming off of pit road. Griesbaum goes well past him as he pit 7 laps earlier. 32 laps to go. I don't think he's going to hold on to the lead all the way to the end. Like I said, he's probably going to need a caution for this strategy to work. But like I said, I don't hate it. I think it's what you got to do when you know Giglio has been so good on these long runs. You got to switch it up. You got to try to use some strategy to play into your favor. I think if you get him on a short run, it's going to be all bets are off. But you just need that caution, and we've only had 1 caution so far. This race has been so clean. I should say it in the top left when we put it up there. Yeah, 1 caution. 1 caution so far. I don't know about banking on a caution at this point, but it's all you can do. It's really all you can do. I also want to mention we do have a Dash for Cash going on this week. It's been kind of sidelines due to the championship battle, but this week we do have Blake Giglio, Casey Graves, Christopher Melton, and Cliff Mullins all battling for that Dash for Cash right now. Giglio in the lead of Dash for Cash. Also not in the lead of the championship right now, but if this goes great, he will most definitely cycle back to the championship lead. As everybody has come down pit road now. Bechtel cycled out. He's 2 seconds behind Giglio. But he pit a lap later, so he does have a lap newer tires. Nothing huge, but they are a lap newer. If he saves his tires right here and Giglio gets in a battle trying to get up to the front, that could spell disaster for the 16. So, oh, the 99. Sorry, the 8. I keep calling him the 99. The 8 of Ian Montrose. Super wiggly off turn 2, but he saved it. I thought for sure that was going to be a caution. But he did a great job saving that car. And we stayed green. And those drivers up front, Hayden Lowell, Griesbaum, Newton, Cleaver, they were all begging for that to be a caution at that point. I'm sure everybody in the field, except for Blake Giglio, was hoping for caution. Montrose does save it, so nice job to him. Hayden Lowell does lead for the moment. He was able to get around Griesbaum with the 2-lap newer tires. Sorry, I said everybody pit, but our final car that needed to pit before the end of the race does come down. Dalton Hayes in the 47. Ryan Holmes, Cliff Mullins battling for 18th right here as Giglio goes by in 5th. Oh, went down the block. Thought twice of it. "25 laps to go this time by. Oh, well, Cody Cleaver in the wall right there. So Giglio goes by him. He moves up into 4th. Hayden Lowell he's running pretty fast lap times right now. And Hayden is now begging for a caution on the voice chat, because it would help him tremendously. Everybody's hoping for a caution. I just don't see it happening. We have 23 cars out here, which is a very good field, but it's 8 or 9 less cars than we've had all season, which means we've already had a second. The last half of the season has been so clean. We've probably had less than 8 or 9 cautions total in the last 7 races. And I just don't see, with a slightly lower car count, us getting another one in this mile-and-a-half race, which these races have been clean almost all season, aside from Kansas. We don't talk about Kansas. Giglio starting to reel those front 2 in. Carson Bechtel made up about half second on Giglio, but I hope he's not burning his tires off trying to stay with him. "22 laps to go." It's like the 23 of Llewellyn, slow on the back stretch, no caution at the moment. See what happened to the 23. Oh man. '23 just drives into the outside wall. Well, we had a wreck on the backstretch. Unfortunately, race control, aka me, did not see it until the 23 was clear. I don't know what the 23 was doing there. That's gonna definitely be looked at after the race. I don't know if he was trying to draw a caution or what he was doing, but he's back out on track now. Oh, we're not live. Sorry about that. 54, Brian Martin. He is also back out on track. He got involved in that. He got tagged by the 23, who was stuck on the outside wall. Oh, the 97 almost gets into the 54. Those two were close right there. Did a great job saving that car. Hayden Lowell has Blake Giglio breathing down his neck. Blocks up to the top. Oh, he got loose again. Blocks to the top. He somehow was still clear. Now he's going to have to drive it in hard to make sure Blake doesn't get around him. Drives it on the bottom. If he keeps Blake on the bottom lane, he's got a shot at this. He's got to get down inside draft or he's going to lose it. Giglio doesn't clear yet. Hayden probably going to try a crossover here. It's his only shot at it. But with how much faster Blake was, he doesn't even have a chance. Blake easily clears the 56. And with 14 laps to go, we would need a caution to change this race. Breezebomb held on for a lot longer than I thought he would, but he is now falling off pretty bad. He's going to need a caution. Definitely not in a bad spot if a caution does come out, but he's going to need it. Carson Bechtel gets by Hayden Lowell. 1.6 seconds behind Blake. He does have that 1 lap fresher tires. Is it worth a second and a half? I don't think so. But he has been better than Blake on these long runs if you take into account the difference in tires. Now 9 laps to go in this race. He would have to make up a 1/10 and a half per lap to get up there. Last time by, he made up a 1/2 so not sure he's going to be able to get it done here. As Blake takes 6 laps to go. Bechtel has made up about a 1/10 since we last checked in, so he's not reeling in as much as he can. He's faster. He's doing all that he can in that 59, but he just doesn't have enough in those tires to get there. I think these two are very close in speed. Oh man! Pushing it hard, got the outside wall. That's going to cost him some time. Car's okay, but it just shows how hard he's pushing, trying to get up there. Trying to get around Cody Cleaver. Cleaver finds himself in the top 5 right now. Doing a great job out there. Last 3 seasons, these championship races, I think, have had only 1 caution. I'm pretty sure last season was no cautions at Charlotte in the Gen 4. Season 5, we had 1 caution at Texas in the Gen 6, and now Season 7 in the next gen, 1 caution so far at Chicagoland. 5 laps to go for Giglio now, looking to go back-to-back in the Cup Series. Took him 6 seasons to get a Limited Cup, and now could get 2 in a row. Winningest driver by far in CTC. You don't see that much dominance in many iRacing leagues. Gotta find him some competition. No, he's just... These next-gen cars fit his driving style really well. Takes a lot of discipline, tire saving, and that's... He's got a lot of that. Three laps to go for Blake Giglio. 4.5 miles until victory. Yeah, driver's chat is off on purpose. We just don't trust the drivers enough, so. We'll turn it on here for the end of the race. Here's Blake's reaction to the win. 2 laps to go, 3 miles left in this race. A lot of battling going on here. 5th on back. Harry Riddell finds his way into 5th. Cody Cleaver, Quinn Newton trying to hold on with those 42-lap-old tires. Unbelievable that they've held on this long. Nick Leo, after that pit road incident, finds himself back in 8th. Kobe Stidham getting around him right there. Final lap for Blake Giglio. White flag in the air. Comes off turn 2. He's got some lap traffic in front of him, but he's got 2 seconds back, so I'm sure he'll just take it easy. No point in racing these guys. Down into turns 3 and 4. Blake Giglio for the final time this season. He's going to come off turn 4.
Good win, Blake. Congrats.
And Blake Giglio is going to win the Season 7 championship, Dash for Cash, and the race here at Chicagoland.
Good win, man. Good job, victory.
So the rest of the drivers come off. Turn 4. Carson Bechtel takes home in 2nd, Haydenlow 3rd, Griesbaum 4th, Grindell 5th, Cleaver 6th, Newton 7th, Nick Leo 8th, Kobe Stidham in 9th, Dave Poitsma with the top 10. Beyond that, you got Andrew Beach in 11th, John Neckrich 12th, Christopher Melton 13th, Ethan Evers 14th, Casey Graves in 15th. And we'll see Blake. If I can get to it, geez Louise, there he is. He's gonna burn it down. We had like a 6-car burnout right there. I'm sorry about the volume. They got loud. All right, while those guys are doing those shenanigans, we'll get a word with our second place finisher. Hey, Carson Bechtel, let's look us in the booth. Got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man. Well, second place finish tonight. You tried your best. You tried a whole bunch of strategies on Blake, but end up coming just short. Still put on a phenomenal race in there in that 59 car. What was Chicagoland like for you?
You know, it was loose. It was tight. It was all over the place for me. It was a workout too. I didn't qualify, so I had to work around, all the people in the back, and then we actually got that caution that kind of skipped me a whole bunch of people. But then when it was time to go, I was really trying to work, and even though I was like shifting, intentionally trying to go slow, man, that was a wild ride. Still can't keep up with Blake though. That man's in another zip code.
That was crazy. I thought you had a pretty good long run speed tonight. I would say you two were pretty close in pace. He just had a little bit more in those last 10 laps, but still, you put on a great show. You almost had him, man. But got anybody you want to shout out for the great season you've had in the second place finish here tonight?
Absolutely. As always, Wanted Goons, Bechtel Designs on the car. But this time, I'm not going to forget my affiliate sponsors. FPS Heaven, High Rise Fuel, Itessa, and Neuropower, because they sponsor Scotty when he's in the car. Oh, and also, because I never do this, you put an awesome amount of effort into the broadcast, the league, and the setups, and it's just an awesome league to run in.
I really appreciate it, man. Hopefully you stick around for season 8. Look forward to seeing you out there, and nice job on the second place, man. See you next season.
Yeah, I'll be here.
That was Carson Bechtel finishing second tonight. We'll get a word with our third place finisher since he was the next in line. Oh, give me a minute here. I'm sure we'll get it. Here we go. All right. Hayden, it's Lucas in the booth. You got me.
I gotcha.
I just realized I had the champion up for everybody. You're not the champion.
What is a champion? You get a championship. You get a championship. You get a championship. Everybody gets a championship.
Yeah, that's what it looked like tonight. I mean, everybody is the champion for keeping up with Blake, I think. You took home a third, had some great pace, tried the short pit, didn't work out, didn't get that caution needed, but still put on a great show.
Yeah, kind of fell behind Blake there in that middle stint and knew that I was gonna take a Hail Mary to try to do something, get by him, and pitted early, got by him, and was kind of hoping for a yellow, was pleading for a yellow flag. I'm telling you, dude, I swear I saw like 1,000 water bottles out there. Track was soaking wet. Totally reasons for a caution, but just Blake straight beat me again. Next gen, I'm learning. We got 2 top 3s in a row. That's pretty good growth for me. And I don't know what we're doing next season, but if it's the next gen, we'll take the things we learned and apply it to next season. And on top of that, add Wreck Blake Giglio, just for a little bit of nerf there. So yeah, proud to bring it home for another podium finish, and we'll move on with lessons learned.
Definitely. You've shown a lot of improvement this season. Came in about halfway through, I think, and you've finished up there in the top 5 a lot of times. So definitely shown some improvement in the next gen. You're going to be a force to be reckoned with, I think, next season. But got anybody you want to shout out for the podium finish tonight?
Yeah, I would like to thank Napa Auto Parts, Arc Music, C2X, and Madigan Motorsports. As always, I'd like to thank you, Lucas, for putting on these broadcasts. I'd like to thank everybody else for coming on out and racing real clean and real respectfully. It's really cool to see a league that can put that kind of thing on. So yeah, I think that's about it, and we'll head into the off season and try to find a way to keep my room from not getting 20 degrees hotter when I do next gen races.
I feel that. As the firework goes off, I love America. All right, we'll see you next season, Hayden. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you very much, Lucas. We'll see you.
And that was Hayden Lowell. Now we get a word with our champion, our real champion. Now I can put that stuff back up. All right, here we go. Blake, it's Lucas in the booth. You got me?
How's it going?
Hey, man. Well, you just absolutely dominated on those long runs tonight. As usual, I don't think anybody had pace for you as long as this race went green or even short run. You put on a good show, and, well, that 16 has never looked better. How was the race for you?
Yeah, after the rain delay, we came out here. There's no rubber on the racetrack, so we were all pretty loose. And the yellow early kind of made me a little nervous. I didn't know whether to take tires or not. I'm glad I did. And then after that, it was just about saving. Fifth gear was good if you wanted to save the fronts, and if you were too tight, what I did was I just put rears. I put it in fourth gear and just let her eat. And that's when I was the fastest. I think is when I let those rear tires eat.
Yeah, you were running that bottom. You were ripping pretty good. Were you at all worried about those guys short pitting? I know there was a lot of guys cutting you early, but you seemed to stay out there. You seemed pretty confident in that long run.
Yeah, I really didn't know what I was doing, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I was just kind of thinking, maybe if I had to stay out a couple more laps, it'll be better. Thought I screwed myself completely when I came out, and those guys were way ahead of me, like 5 seconds. But we caught them, luckily, and we were able to win the championship. I believe that's our third cup, but no.
Second cup, third total in CTC.
Yeah.
Got the Truck Series
That's
championship.
Right. Yeah, so doing good, and hopefully we can continue this momentum to next year, maybe.
Yep, Season 8. Like I said, stay tuned after the broadcast. We'll have some information on Season 8. And, I'm sure you'll be pretty good next season once again.
Is it going to be the same car?
Oh, yeah, I can say that confidently right now. The next gen car will be making a return in Season 8.
Okay, yeah, it'll be pretty fun.
But you got anybody you want to shout out for the championship, the win, the Dash for Cash win, the team points win? You guys got a lot done this season.
Yeah, super proud of the guys at all at Artemis and everything they did. They helped out those charters and everything, and especially the team points, right? So shout out to everyone. Everyone did a great job over there this year. A lot of improvements from those guys. I'm glad to see, those guys starting to pick up more some pace and start running, for these wins. So I do appreciate working with them. Everyone at CTC, obviously, you for broadcasting. Everyone that's there, Low Drag, and Night Performance, obviously. And everyone that raced here this season. This league was probably the most clean league I've raced in a long time. A lot of green flag runs, which made it a lot of fun. Kind of helped me out, so I can't not bias totally at all to the long runs. But, I just can't express enough how happy it was to, know that you can save tires and that it will matter here at the end.
Definitely. It seems like we finally hit a point where the late run did not work just because the caution would come out in between. It was nice to see. And you pretty much ran every strategy in the books this season, and it didn't matter. You came out on top. Definitely a deserving champion. But yeah, I think that's going to do it. Thanks for talking to us, Blake. Congrats on the championship. Guess we'll see you next season.
Thanks.
That was Blake Giglio, champion in Season 7. And, that's going to wrap it up for tonight's broadcast. But let's go over our results, then we can talk about Season 8 really quick before we go offline. Our final results here from Chicagoland. Blake Giglio takes home the win in the championship. Carson Bechtel in second. Hayden Lowell in third. Andrew Griesbaum fourth. Harry Grindell fifth. Cody Cleaver in sixth. Quinn Newton seventh. Nick Leo eighth. Kobe Stidham in ninth. Dave Hoitzma in 10th. Then you got Andrew Beach in 11th. John Neckertz 12th. Christopher Melton 13th. Ethan Evers 14th. Casey Graves 15th. Patrick O'Keefe 16th. Jesse J. Jones 17th. Ian Montrose 18th. Cliff Mullins in 19th. Ronnie Holmes in 20th. Brian Martin at 21st, Daniel Wellen 22nd, Dalton Hayes 23rd, and Garrett Boyd finishes 24th tonight. That will do it for Chicagoland. Now, Season 8. What are we going to be doing in Season 8? Well, I can confidently say we will be joining up with Sidewinder Racing Leagues. If anybody is familiar with them, Sidewinder will be joining with the Season 8 Cup Series. And CTC will be a part of Sidewinder, so a nice merge there. Be having fun. We'll be starting up, I think it's July 29th is the official start date for the Cup Series, so make sure to join up for that. Signups will be open very soon. More info will be in the CTC Discord, which is linked below. RacingCTC.com and DGSRacing.com will have more info. Who's a Sidewinder, right? Oh, man. Well, that's going to wrap up this 2-hour and 51-minute broadcast. My goodness, what a night. Rain delay, 133 lap race. It's been a long night. But, I guess that's going to do it for Season 7. Thank you all for watching. I've been Lucas Hoitzma, and I guess we'll see you next week. Get it? Because you're gonna see me in like 4 weeks, not next week, because we're gonna be in the off season. Isn't that funny? Okay, that's gonna do it. I think I'm tired.